In this video, we're going to talk about how Team Gervonta Davis just addressed all of the rumors that Tank and Teofimo Lopez will be fighting at the top of the year. We also going to talk about how Gervonta Davis refused and put his foot down and let his team know that he wasn't going to fight a certain fighter that they wanted him to fight. We're going to cover all of that in this video. I'm going to give y'all audio so y'all can hear exactly what his team had to say about this issue themselves. But before we do that, make sure that you hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis, what most people will tell you is the face of boxing, you know, coming off that big, huge mega fight with Ryan Garcia, knocking out Ryan Garcia, making him quit in that fight. Gervonta Tank Davis, man, he's been pretty quiet, hasn't really said too many things on social media, but a lot of boxing media coming out with rumors and speculation of different people that he's going to fight. First, it was Isaac Pitbull Cruz, but lately, the name everybody has been saying that Gervonta Davis is going to fight next is Teofimo Lopez. ESPN even came out with the rumors that Gervonta Davis and Teofimo Lopez are in deep discussions for a fight that's going to take place on ESPN. Yeah, 140 pounds on ESPN. Now, when I heard that, my antennas immediately went up, and I said, why would Gervonta Davis be fighting on an ESPN telecast when Tank Davis is the A side? Don't nobody tell Tank where he gonna fight at. He is the one that would tell Teofimo Lopez that he has to come to Showtime, and we all know what Tank does when it comes to the weight. Tank is the A side, so Tank is the one to determine what weight class they're gonna fight at. But like I said, these reports that's coming out and everybody's following up with these reports saying that Gervonta Davis and Teofimo Lopez, that fight is happening next, is going to take place on the ESPN telecast and so on and so on. Well, like I said, I don't believe it. I still don't believe it, but I gotta go by what Gervonta Davis team is telling me, right? Just like everybody else should. You should hear what's coming from the teams themselves, right? Now, I've heard people say that Teofimo Lopez's father has come out with these rumors himself. But you can't always believe what Teofimo Lopez's father is saying. But on this video, like I told y'all, I'm going to give you the audio directly from Gervonta Davis's team. But before we do that, remember, Teofimo Lopez, he did several interviews after his last big victory over Josh Taylor, and he talked about Tank Davis in a disrespectful manner. He said that Tank would never fight him. He says Tank is a P and Tank is a B, and he's not fighting Gervonta Davis with no catch weight or with a rehydration clause. He said, you know, Tank Davis would never fight me because he's scared to death. So, you know, maybe Tank is hearing the things that Teofimo Lopez is saying, and he's demanding to fight Teo. But if that's the case, we all know where that fight is going to take place at, and we all know that it's not going to take place at 140 pounds because Tank already told everybody he doesn't feel comfortable fighting at 140, and he's going to remain fighting at 135. And if it's not at 135, it's at a catch weight of his choosing. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to play y'all the audio on what Coach Calvin Ford had to say about all of these rumors.
There's rumors that he was fighting Thurman. That was a rumor too. So, you know, me personally, I ain't seen no contract. I know we've been reaching out to different fighters to try to get in the ring with him. So right now, we have to wait and see. Way how I look at things, man. And it's been working for us. Instead of me saying I want to play. I do have one purpose that it makes sense to me in the team. But at the end of the day, I learned something from it is to be, you gotta fight who the fighter wanna fight.
So there y'all go right there. Y'all heard clearly from Gervonta Davis's coach that this is just a rumor. He said, ain't no contract been sent, ain't nothing, right? It's nothing. This is just a rumor, just like the Keith Thurman and Gervonta Davis was a rumor. That was obviously false. We know that Tank wasn't going to 147 to fight Keith Thurman. Well, I know that. A lot of people, they'll believe any rumor that they hear in boxing because they just want to see a mega fight. He made it clear that this is just a rumor. He also said something that brought my antennas up when he said that we actually had a fighter that we wanted Gervonta Davis to fight. We thought as a team that it made a lot of sense, but Tank didn't want that. And we know that we have to do what the fighter wants to do. So obviously everybody knows who he was talking about because Calvin Ford on several interviews was always talking about Isaac Pitbull Cruz. He wanted Tank to fight Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz this and Pitbull Cruz that. And the plus side of this is he basically let everybody know that Tank put his foot down and said, I'm not fighting no Pitbull Cruz. I don't want to fight no Pitbull Cruz. And the obvious reason that Tank don't want to fight Pitbull Cruz because Pitbull Cruz don't deserve no Gervonta Davis rematch. Pitbull Cruz ain't like that. Pitbull Cruz is not a good fighter at all. Pitbull Cruz is a big-headed slugger, right? That's one-dimensional, and Tank is going to go out there and either knock him out or outbox him again like he did the first time, but even worse. Nobody that's a real boxing fan want to see Pitbull Cruz. So salute to Tank for putting his foot down and letting Calvin Ford and the rest of his team know we're not fighting Pitbull Cruz because it don't make no sense to me. And the obvious reason that Calvin wants Gervonta Davis to fight Pitbull Cruz because Pitbull Cruz is a fighter that they know that he's gonna beat, and they don't have to pay Pitbull Cruz anything. You know, I think last time after the pay-per-views and everything, Pitbull Cruz topped out at $700K. You know, and Gervonta Davis made millions and millions. So the team, they want Tank to continue to fight guys like Pitbull Cruz. So they themselves and Gervonta Davis could get all of the money, and then they don't have to pay the opponent. $700K is a lot of money for Pitbull Cruz. Now, if you fight somebody like a Teofimo Lopez, you fight somebody like a Shakur Stevenson, you fight somebody like a Devin Haney, or whoever, you know, these fighters, they make millions every time they fight. So you're going to have to split, right, a bigger portion of the pot with them. And then that means that Calvin Ford and the rest of the team members, they're going to get paid less. But when you fight a Pitbull Cruz, well, we already know they're going to get paid a lot more. You know, and so that's their whole theory, but Tank is tired of that. Tank don't want to fight no Pitbull Cruz and the rest of these Rudy Poos that y'all continue to try to talk him into fighting. So right now, all of these are just rumors. One thing we do know, like I said, that's a very big plus to me is it probably won't be Pitbull Cruz because Tank don't want that. And Calvin said, hey, we got to do what the fighter wants at the end of the day. So we don't know who it's going to be. Hopefully, maybe it is a Teofimo Lopez. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Who do y'all think that Gervonta Davis is going to fight next? Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me hear from y'all. Make sure that you hit my like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.